Sitting in front of you is one of Apple's most, I would say, underrated products ever. This is the Apple eMac, and I acquired this machine from a friend at school for just 20 bucks. And this is a Northern Lights model, which means it has the ATI graphics instead of the Nvidia graphics. So it was the second variation of the eMac. Unfortunately, I was hoping for a USB 2.0 model because USB 1.1 is painstakingly slow at 12 megabits per second, 11 to 12, whereas USB 2.0 runs at 480 megabits per second. But unfortunately, this one has USB 1.1, and I think the final revision, the only difference was that it came with Tiger and I forget what the other thing was, but that was pretty much because the eMac was discontinued when Apple switched to using Intel processors in their computers. And this was also the last computer to feature a CRT display. As you can see, it's a pretty big computer, and it weighs quite a ton, since it uses a CRT. Now, this was at least better than the original iMac G3s with curved CRTs. This one's actually a flat CRT. So we'll take a little tour around the machine. As you can see, I'm using the G3 Pro keyboard and Pro mouse, since my friend only had the computer and power cable. Go ahead and take a look around it. So on the front here, we have our stereo speakers, just as good as the iMac G3 speakers. And then we have our CD-ROM drive, which I'll eject. It's conveniently hidden behind this door. Now, one thing I was a little disappointed about with Apple on the eMac, I know they were trying to cut costs and all, but they used a tray loading drive, whereas the G3 iMacs produced from October '99 or later had slot loading drives, so this was a bit of a downgrade for me from my G3 iMac. If I can focus there on the specs, there we go. As you can see, this is an eMac with 1 gigahertz PowerPC G4 CPU. Originally had 256 megabytes of RAM, but I upgraded it to a gigabyte. 60 gigs of hard disk space, high definition DVD and CD, and a 56K modem. Now, I remember now. At the last model, it had a super drive. That's what it had. This one, unfortunately, is not one of those machines. Then, as for the ports on the side, we have from left to right the audio jack, the microphone jack, 3 USB 1.1 ports. Later models had USB 2.0 in place of 1.1. Dual FireWire 400, a 56K modem, I think it's 10100 based Ethernet, and a mini VGA port. And this is where the power button is. Mine is actually missing the power button. You can see it's just exposed wire. But if you pinch it with your fingers, it acts as pushing the power button. I know these machines used a very strange power button mounting mechanism where it was a one-time use fastener. And if you broke that fastener, well, you were screwed because Apple no longer makes that piece anymore. And of course, mine had a third-party power button added, but it unfortunately fell off during transport. And then there's the power cable port and Kensington lock. You can't really see the back, but there is a fan and grill back there. And then here's the other side of the machine. One thing I do like about the machine are these screws. These are, this one's actually loose, so I'll take it out for you guys. But they're Allen wrench screws. And they're stainless steel and flat molded, and very shiny too. And they're just really nice screws. And for a CRT machine, not a bad choice, Apple. Also, I forgot to mention, up here is the internal microphone and the eMac logo. And then, of course, you have your good old-fashioned silver, or chrome, actually, chrome Apple logo on the CD drive door. So we'll go ahead and take I don't have my tripod today, so please excuse the shaky camera work. Go ahead and pull up the macOS specs here. It's running Leopard 10.5.8 because it's a PowerPC Mac, and that's all you can. That's as high as you can go if your Mac is a PowerPC based machine. Go down to the dock here. As you can see, I've got the usual stuff. I've got 10.4 Fox installed on here. There's the highest version of iTunes, GarageBand, iWeb, iPhoto, iMovie, and iDVD. iDVD unfortunately does not work, as this does not have a DVD burner. It can read DVDs and it can play DVDs, but it does not have a DVD burner, so unfortunately iDVD does not work. And I was unable to install the iMovie 09 version of iMovie because this machine's graphics card did not support it. So this is iMovie HD as part of iLife 06. Now I will be replacing this machine soon with a iMac G5. It might also be an Intel iMac, but I'm not sure because the seller I bought it from on eBay showed pictures of an Intel white 06 iMac, and even in the specs it said Core 2 Duo, but I'm not sure if it's going to be PowerPC G5, as in the description he said it was PowerPC G5. We'll find out, hopefully this week, what the replacement for my eMac will be. And I probably will be selling this on eBay at one point, sometime soon, but I just can't put anything on eBay right now that's computer related because of their stupid limits on newbie sellers. So hopefully, when I have those limits removed, I will get this up on eBay and a link will appear in the description. Well, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.